Hey guys, this is Matthew, and today we're just going to do a quick recording on how to create a learning plan using Asana. So you can just quickly go ahead to asana.com, and this is the first page that you're going to be looking at. So this is just a way of organizing your work, putting it all together and just create like visual boards. You can create like a Kibana board using Asana. So I'm just quickly going to go ahead and log in. So if you don't have an account, you can sign up. I already have one and I created mine using Google, so I'm just going to log in. Okay, so it might just take a little while here to just load up, but okay, perfect. Okay, so I created my a workspace called GADS 2021 MWS, since I'm a MWS mentor for the GADS 2021 program. So I've got an editorial calendar. This is basically all the stuff that I need to be posting each time. Just try to organize that. Then the program layouts, this is just like phase one, how it looks like, the onboarding session, the guides mentor training that we had. Then also the resources, some of the resources that I might need access to during the program. And then comes to the my learning plan that I have. So basically this is how it looks like. I've got my resources column here, and I've got my scheduled skill IQ test. I've got my scheduled content, what I need to learn, what I need to still take, and I also have a column here of the stuff that I'm actually working on, and this is going to be the complete column here. So what we're just going to do today is we're going to go into detail, just how I created each one of these, so that you can actually do that for yourself. I might not do everything that is here, but I'll definitely show you guys how to do it. So I'll quickly go ahead to this plus sign here. So we just need to create something new. We need to create here a project. And when we're going to start, you can use templates that they already created for you or import from a spreadsheet. But what I need to do is that I need to create a blank one. So we're basically going to start from scratch. So I'm just going to name this one my learning plan. My learning plan. Let me just go ahead and just say my 2021 learning plan. So the default layouts that I need shown here is going to be the board. So this is how the lists are going to look like. This is how the boards are going to look like. So I'm just going to go ahead and say create project. Okay, so you guys can see here it's already created a project called my 2021 learning plan. So first of all, I just need to, this is going to be an immediate replica, so resources. And here I just going to create a scheduled IQ test, skill IQ test. Okay, here I'm going to add scheduled content. And I'm going to add another section. I'm going to call this one currently engaging. Okay, and I'm going to add another section. This one we're going to call it complete. Okay, so in my resources section, in my resources column, what I need to do is that I need to kind of like specify at least my plans. What plans do I have for this program? So I'm just going to quickly just write out a few things. Personal, this is going to be my personal goal. Okay, so I don't need to, yes, this is going to be, I'm going to assign this to myself, obviously, because these are going to be my goals. You can do that for yourself. And for the due dates, now this is doesn't need a due date. And inside here, I'm just going to add a little bit of information about what my goals might be. So I'm going to say here that I just need to follow through with my learning plan, right? With my learning plan. Okay, and next I'm just going to say that completing the program completing the program, okay, and making it to project phase. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this here. So I'm just going to format this a little bit. What I could have just done is also just quickly copy and paste, right? But no, it's okay. Let's just do it all together. So I'm just going to make that bold, and thus I just need this to be in an ordered list. Okay, just like that. So obviously your goals can be more, and completing the making it to phase project phase. This is because MWS only ends at the project phase. And then there is no certification phase since we don't have. So for you, if you do have a certification phase, then please go ahead. Okay. So quickly here, I'm just going to just get out of this, and then I'm going to create a template. Okay. So I'm just quickly going over to create a template, and this one I'm going to name it template, and this is going to be a skill IQ template. So why do I need a template? So every time I create a skill IQ, what I can just do is I'm just going to quickly be copying over this one. So here I can assign this again to myself, and inside here I'm just going to add the link to my skill IQ test, and I'm also just going to add just this a score. So each time I take the skill IQ test, I obviously need to kind of like record my score. So for my link, I'm just going to say HTML, CSS, and JS skill IQ. Okay, so I'm just going to go over to my Plural site, and I'm going to copy over this link. So I'm just going to copy that, come back, highlight over that, and I need to attach a link. So I'm just going to paste that, and okay. So there we go. I've got my link now. Okay, so I think this is done. What else do I might need? Okay, so first of all, I just might need just a short checklist like enter skill IQ maybe a number and title in the description. Okay, and I'm also going to add another just after taking the skill IQ just record the score okay, so I'm just going to do that, and then after that then I'm just going to add this just add this to complete. Okay. Just forgive me with my typing, guys. Okay, so quickly now, I think this is done, so I can just click out of that, and I'm going to also create another template, but this template now is going to be for the courses. And what I also forgot here to do is I forgot to add a tag. So I might need to just add a tag that will just help me remember, or at least just easily see. Okay, so first of all, you can just say quotes. I think I already have one, so I can just click this one, but if you didn't, you just go here where it says create. Then you can actually select the color of the quotes. In my case, I just chose the yellow one, and I'll just click out of it. Okay, so I've got my tag, and then it adds a tag here. So next now, I'm going to just add another task, another card, and then I'm going to name this templates, and I'm going to call this the courses, right? Courses, okay, course actually. Okay, and then inside this, I'm going to assign this to myself, and when it comes to tags, I can just quickly add a tag. I'm going to name mine course. Okay, I already have one, but again, you can just quickly go here, and I think I selected purple. There we go. Then we've got a new one. Okay. So inside here, I just need to obviously have the title of the course that I'm taking. I need to have you know what, I'm not going to record the details. I just need maybe the author name, okay, and I need the time, and I need the link to the course obviously, and I need the link to the exercise files. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly bold this, bold that all out. Okay, so here obviously I can just add a few subtasks, you know, just to help me keep track of exactly what I'm doing. So I can just say maybe enter title and other info in the description. Okay, and next I can just add engage with content. And next I'm gonna have join the community of the course. So obviously you need to kind of like be asking questions. So this is just to help you keep track of exactly what you're gonna be doing as you're going through the course. So like, have you asked others for help? Have you communicated with others during this course? You know, tick that off when you have, and if you haven't, then just try to do it before you take it off. So then also I need to practice what I've learned, practice learn skills. Okay, and I also need to add something like take notes. Then I also need to add this. I'm gonna need to add this over to complete. Okay. Okay, so I think that's good. Okay, so after that, yes, we've got this in our description, we've got our cost tag, and then we can just easily move on. So what other information do I need to add here? Let's just add other information like just a reminder, like qualification, requirements. Then I'm gonna do this for maybe phase 2. Okay. And I can again assign this to myself. I don't need a due date there, and description. Yeah, let's just add description. So what are the requirements to go to phase 2? So let's see. So we need to complete 10 hours plus, right? 10 hours of watching content. Okay, or we need to get 100 plus, you know, on the skill IQ, on the skill IQ. Okay, and so these are just going to be our. I'll just add this as a heading or that. No, it's okay. Just bold that. Okay, and then this is done, and I'm going to add another one. Just again, same thing. Let me just copy over this. Copy, or let me duplicate it rather. Let's duplicate this task, so then we can just change something, a few things. Okay, I'm just going to delete that, and I'm going to add here, we're going to need to go to project. This is the project phase requirements. I'm going to keep the assignee. Okay, then I'm going to create that. So it's just going to generate a new replica of this, but it's a formatted one. So here, instead of just saying 10 hours, I'm just going to say 20. I'm not saying those are the requirements as of yet, but you know, it might be like that. So okay, so once we're done creating our templates and all the general information we need throughout the program, then I can go over and start creating my skill IQ test. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to duplicate this task. So I need to duplicate it, and then I'm going to name this. I'm going to name it this my first skill IQ. So this is going to be my first skill IQ, and obviously then this you put the name of your skill IQ. If this is building websites with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, and I'm gonna keep the assignee and no, not the due date. So just duplicate that. So it should create. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna add this over here, and in here I can just quickly add a due date when I'm gonna need to have completed this. So let's just say let me do for the 13th. Okay, so I might need to test myself again. So I'm going to just duplicate this again. I keep the assignee. Assignee is basically like just me. So I'm just going to duplicate that again, and I'm going to rename this to 2, and I'm also going to give it a different due date. So a different due date. If I say the 13th, then let me just rather say the 27th for my second one. Okay, so we've got our scheduled skill IQ tests, and we can quickly go ahead and duplicate for our courses. So the first one that I might need to just start up with is building websites with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, this is getting started. Okay, and I'm just going to keep the assignee again. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this over here. So this is going to keep the tag because we duplicated that, and inside here I might need to add more information. In this case, I'm just going to copy over the title, copy that, and I'm just going to do that. And the author name, now we might need to copy and paste some of the stuff on Pluralsight. So this is quite an intense process, really, but I feel like it really helps if you involve yourself in it, because while you're creating your learning plan, at least you can now get to physically see exactly what you're going through. And for me, it's going to be this course here. So this is the name of the course, and the name of the author is going to be Craig Schumacher. Length is going to be 3 hours 52 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and just name that. So we said Craig Schumacher. Okay. Okay, and the time is going to be 3 hours 52 minutes. The reason why I just kept this was you need at least 10 hours, so you kind of like need a way to keep track of that. Okay, so quickly I'm just going to go inside because I need to copy the link for the course, which is this one. So I'm going to go and just copy that. Okay, let me just quickly do this. No, let me do that. So I'm just going to name it HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, and I'm just going to highlight over that and add a link. I'm going to paste that. There we go. Okay, here I'm just going to say exercise. Yeah, let's just say exercise files. Right? Files. Okay, so I come back here again, and I just need to copy the link to my exercise files. Okay, which is this one here. So copy that link, and I'm going to come back here and okay. Okay, let's just try to write that. Control O, and I'm going to paste that. There we go. So that's going to be our exercise file. Okay, so this, you've got that, and what are we going to have inside? So I'm just going to quickly add some tags. Like I've got HTML there, and again, these you can just create on your own. And I also have CSS. So I'm going to also add CSS there. Where is my CSS? Okay, I don't see my CSS here, so I'm going to use I'm going to create one. So CSS, oh, it's there. Okay, and I'm also going to add JavaScript. Okay, perfect, cool. Okay, so now I've got all these tags of mine that I can actually just now use. Okay, and I think I also added a tag somewhere that just helps me to keep track of whether this is a beginner course or this is an intermediate course. So I've got that. Okay, so next we can actually just try to just do another quick example of this. So I'm just going to quickly duplicate this task. Okay, duplicate that, create a new task, and I'll just see here quickly if we can okay, let's just try the bootstrap one. Okay, so I'm just gonna say bootstrap getting started, bootstrap getting started, and I'm gonna need to copy this over, copy that, and paste it here. Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna go back and see whether the author of my bootstrap course, and I'm also going to add the length of the okay, so here bootstrap getting Gil Clearan. Okay, so this is gonna be Gil Clearan. Okay, and how long is the course gonna be? I think it's going to be about 2 hours. I think 2 hours and 8 minutes. I'm going to check that now to see if I saw that right. Okay, there we go, 2 hours 8 minutes. Okay, so I need to copy over this, copy that, because I still need to change this link. So I'm just going to go overwrite that, Control O and V, and I need to just say bootstrap here. Bootstrap. Okay, and that exercise file, I'm just going to keep it the name, but I'm going to change the link however. So copy that, come back, and there, just write that, and Control O, and I'm going to just, okay, there we go. So we've got about 2 of our courses. However, I need to change these, so I don't need it is a course, it's not beginner, this is intermediate, and however this is CSS, and so I might need to bring back the CSS, and this is going to be an intermediate course, so I can add an intermediate tag there. Okay, so basically this is just the process that you can just use, you know, in order to create your stuff. So whatever that you're not busy with, you can just place it there, and since we've already added the title and everything else, we can just mark this off. So we can just quickly like just keep track of everything that we're doing, and if we're done, and then you can just mark it as complete, and then you can move it over. So the next thing I also saw now, I might need to add a due date. So I can give myself maybe until let's say Monday to complete this, and I give myself maybe the next Monday, which is going to be the 16th, to complete that. So you can add a few other courses. I can just quickly duplicate this, just duplicate that, and just add another date here, just a different date. Let's just say the 23rd. Okay, and I can just rename this maybe to something HTML fundamentals. Okay, then obviously I need to kind of like change this. This is not going to be CSS anymore, but it's going to be HTML. So it's kind of like the process that you're going to need to be using throughout, and just keeping track of everything. Okay guys, so quickly I'm just going to go over to my calendar, and then just see how it's going to look on my calendar. So basically this is what you're going to have on your calendar. Okay, so once you have this on your calendar, you can also if you want to have this on your Gmail, that's also cool, but this is basically the main reason why I've had this learning plan. Okay, so quickly we're just going to go over and just go over to my Gmail. So I need to add this to my calendar. Calendar, dot google.com, right? Come on. So I can just quickly go here over to my calendar. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go ahead to my calendar. And so what I now need to do is I need to add over this this project over to my calendar. So what I'm just going to go over here, I'm just going to quickly here and export. I need to synchronize the calendar. So I'm just going to quickly copy this link. After copying this link, then I just go to my Google Calendar, and under here, other calendars I just need to add. So since we're copying from a URL, then I'll just click that link there, and I'm going to paste it there. So I'll make the calendar publicly accessible now. This is just for me, so I'll just add the calendar. Okay, so it might take just a few seconds to load up, and then you're gonna have everything integrated into. Okay, let's just quickly go there. Okay, now so I'm just gonna go back to my calendar and just see. There we go. Okay, so perfect. So we've got our bootstrap for the 16th and blah 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 blah, and what we had set for our the skill IQ test, and that skill IQ test as well. Okay, so guys, just thank you so much for watching. This was just a quick video on how to actually create your own learning plan using Asana. So this is my actual copy. This is the one that I created, and yeah, you can just go ahead, look at all the courses that you have available to you, and then you can just quickly do this for yourself. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and yeah, if you just have any comments, please just leave them below. If you can share with your friends, please do. But otherwise, I just hope this really helps to just get you organized, and so you can just, you know, keep track of everything that's going on. So like I have here on my resources, on my program timeline, I added the 15th for phase 1, so you can actually kind of keep track of all that, and things like that. So thank you guys, thank you again for watching. Cheers.